right now, with my experience working for a hotel for 20 years, designing hotels, I think the meter square is becoming very restricted in the rooms, and finding a way to make a space modular and give more space to the guests to move around things and to have more space to breathe. And this is why we are calling this concept the breathing concept, the breathe concept, right? So it breathes in the same movement, so you can push things away and breathe and then use them whatever you need. So modularity is very important for the guests, and also having all functions, because most of the hotel guest rooms now, you can see that they kind of miss functions over space. We don't want that. We want to have the modularity for the space to win over function, right? And the function is still there, but you just move it away. Actually, it's more than that. It's psychological. You know that just like you're going back to buy your meat at the butcher's and not at a supermarket, having this closeness with the community, right? To have this connection is important. And we thought that today's travelers would like to host in his own bedroom. So whatever he's away, anywhere in the world, he can still host people in his own privacy, right? Having people around, sharing a drink, not necessarily in a public space. And even when you want to discuss something private, you don't have to have like a meeting room to rent. You can use your own privacy. And for us, this psychologist expert, Susan Pinker, she made a study about, and she wrote a book about the village effect, right? How social lives can make you live longer, okay? And how communication is very important. So we would like to have our guests feel comfortable to be able to tuck everything away and have people in their own bedroom. It's not only, of course, to create an identity of a project, you grab all the components, right? The situation, geographical situation, the architecture, but also we study the needs and, the market needs, right? And the traveler needs, and who's going to stay there. So we study all of this, and psychology, for example, do you know that the round shape of the bed makes you happier? Because no sharp angles, because you're not gonna, the circle is a natural shape, geometrical shape that you find in nature. And all of this came together to create this concept. Oh, it's a very easy question for me. Do you know today's fashion? You would see that before fashion, the clothing fashion trends was very strict. Today you can see comfort with fashion. And this is how this was inspiring for us. You see this very classical and trendy outfits with chunky, very comfortable shoes, right? So, and it still looks very chic and couture. So we thought, why not flexible? Can be also chic and couture and be a high standard hotel, right? And to be a nice luxury hotel with this modularity. It can be, both can be, because today modularity, if you look, it's very utilitarian or funky colors, but we would like to look at it in a different way, in a more chic way. So yes, based on your question, I think both can work together.